Hey guys, just wanted to come to you real quick. In space flight, there's about a million things that have to happen right before you ignite the engines. Well, I was planning on my very first live stream of the SpaceX in-flight abort system test tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Central Time. And I messed up. I messed up. YouTube has a 24-hour wait policy after you validate your account, which I thought I validated on Tuesday, and it didn't validate until just now when I went to check the night before I wanted to live stream to you the first time. That being the case, I have to wait 24 hours. So it would be 7 p.m. on Saturday night that I would be able to start live streaming, which is approximately 12 hours after the live abort test where everything's going to go boom. So, what I'm going to do is one, I wanted to tell you that, and two, tomorrow I'm going to live stream the video recording, and I don't know why I keep doing this because it doesn't matter anymore because it's going to be a live stream of a recording which isn't really a live stream, so it's just going to be a recording of me talking about the launch tomorrow. So, that'll be that. And then I'll post that, and we'll all act like I posted it at 7 a.m. So for all those people, what, three, that were going to show up, if that many, tomorrow at 7 a.m. on a Saturday when everybody should be sleeping in, go back to bed. It'll be fine. We'll just act like it all happened on Sunday morning or something. And I guess Backyard Astronaut news. Just also wanted to go over a few other ideas that I have for videos coming up. I'm going to read these because I know I'm going to be looking down and it's going to be weird. So, a couple of the ideas that I had in mind were a lot of people think that space is a waste of money. Well, I'm going to tell you why it's not. That's the first one. Second one, what's this new space race we have? It's Boeing, it's SpaceX, it's Backyard, no, not Backyard, the Amazon guy, Blue Origin, and all these other guys, and just a bunch of billionaires that have nothing else to do with their money. Not really, just kidding, guys. Be a friend, really I will. Then a couple of the ones that are very open, what is Elon Musk up to? What on earth is he doing? He's got Tesla, PayPal, SpaceX, the Boring Company, Starlink, all these things, and it's like, what on earth are you doing here? Well, evidently it's Mars is what you're doing here. Getting ready to go. A couple other things. Why Kennedy Space Center? And why the Space Coast? I grew up there. It's a great place. Got a lot of friends there. But, why? So, there's a lot of good reasons. It's a good subject to talk about. And one of the things I love about space travel launches, whatever NASA and everybody else does, is this go, no go pull. It's the very first thing they do, or very last thing they do, right before they hit the button, and boom, go. What is that about? Why do they have to do that? Why is it this, and then what are all those acronyms mean? I want to go through that with you guys and talk about it and dice it up. Another thing that I just love to talk about, and this is something that Chris Hadfield talked about in Masterclass that I haven't watched, but I've only seen like his 2-minute version, and I'm like, oh, I would love to sit through him talking about that longer. The rocket equation. It's safety, but then speed and weight and all these other things that go into that. So I want to talk about that because that is something that is very important because the more you try to get into space, the more that weighs, the more power you need, the more engine you need, the more fuel you need, the more engines, the bigger the engines, and it's just this weird thing that makes that just get bigger and bigger and taller and taller. Last couple things I have in mind, and I'd love to get your input on in the comments about other ideas. I know some friends of mine have already thrown some ideas at me, like Boeing, Starliner, great idea on the SLS with the rocket and the capsule and using parts from shuttle and all that stuff. All for it. Wish it was reusable, but with that, the 737 MAX issue with all the airplanes and grounding them, and then the CEO quitting and all this stuff, can they bounce back? I'm gonna say yeah because they got a lot more irons in the fire. But you never know. You hope for it. I mean, the CEO left and all this other stuff, so hopefully everything is cleaned out and all that. But I just don't know how. Honestly, I don't know how anybody can play in the rocket game right now without a reusable rocket. It just it just seems expensive and really expensive. So we'll get into that. Yeah. So sorry about that. Hate to have my second video be an apology. But I got all set up, got everything running, everything working right, and then all of a sudden I look down to stream, and yeah, well, that isn't going to happen until 7 p.m. when the 24 hours runs out. Check back in here tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock if you're up. I'd love to see you, but um, you'll probably see this video instead of that video, unless some miracle happens, and then let me go. So take care. We'll see you.